What's up, everybody? I think we're live. Alyssa has Bible study tonight, so I thought I would just do a little bit of a live stream and cooking dinner before she heads out. This is a quick dinner, so fellas, if you're watching, this is what you can make the family real quick. It's pretty easy. You know, we'll make some rice, some black beans. It's gonna be a little chipotle bowl. Got some ribeye that we'll cook up. And so it was brought to our attention that you guys possibly might want to see a live stream, how this stuff works. I need a cutting board. I should have pre-planned this a little bit better. But I'm just gonna chop some veggies, which we got this Our Place cutting board. It's been coming in clutch. I think it's time for a new one. We had this at the old spot down in our old place. Let me see. Let me move y'all back up. We're gonna bring y'all up here. Bring you down. Boop. Maybe that makes sense. How y'all doing in the chat? What's up, chat? Griff, what are we making? They want to know what we're making, Liz. We're making, it's Taco Tuesday in the Griffin household, so I got avocado. I'm gonna slice up an onion. I've got some peppers here. Some fresh peppers I'm gonna slice up. Another purple onion here for, you know, steak purposes. Rice, some thin sliced ribeye that I got at room temperature here. We'll pan sear that up, cook some black beans, and then put it all together. I should probably get my hat out of here from the gym. So, can you guys hear me okay? I think so. So let's just do this thing. I'm gonna get the rice started real quick. So I'll just do a quick little rinse with the rice. Measure out a cup. We don't eat a lot of rice, actually. Alyssa and I, at least Alyssa eats the rice. I've been on a bit of a paleo kick. So I haven't been eating a lot of rice. I've been eating all my carbs from stuff like, how do I put this? Fruits, veggies, stuff like that. Sweet potatoes. Let's do 1.5 cups of that. I'm gonna eyeball it. I'll rinse this over here. But we had a meeting with our YouTube coach. Well, not coach, really. Since growing on YouTube, we got this little like YouTube partner manager. And basically, he got feedback from you guys saying that you wanted to see us on a live stream. He's like, I don't know. Audience sentiment suggests that you guys might want to watch Griff and Alyssa cook for a little bit and hang out and just do something low key. It's like, all right, you know, we'll hang out and do something low key. We've been doing this for years. It don't really matter to me at this point. But I'll answer some questions if you guys have them, if I can see them. But these caraway plants, so I'm gonna show y'all these caraway pans, pots and pans. Probably hands down the best pans I've ever had. Pots and pans, seriously. I don't know how everyone else cooks rice, but I do the finger and the pan method. I just put it right there and make sure it's like a nice and even. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna add a little bit of chicken stock to it. You can't see me off camera, but I'm gonna add a little chicken stock to this. So, you guys ever use Noa chicken bouillon? You guys ever use that? I love this stuff. It's the jam. So what I like to do is I'll open it up real quick. But it's got like garlic and onion powder and some other good stuff in there, like chicken seasoning, and it's good. I dig it. So what I'll do is I'll add just a little bit to the water. Maybe like half a tablespoon, you know what I'm saying? Stir it in there. Now we'll season the rice. I mean, I like it a lot. I don't know if you guys can see the color in that, but see how the color looks like chicken stock? I'm gonna put that on a boil. So I don't have any bell peppers, y'all. I don't have any bell peppers, so what we're gonna do is use zucchini. And that's gonna be my mixed veg. I'm gonna pop in the air fryer. If you're curious what type of air fryer I have, because those questions come through We have Cosori, Cosori. It's probably one of our favorite air fryers. We've gone through a couple. We had the Insta air fryer. That one kind of busted up on us. I don't know if you got, and I'm not throwing shade, but that thing was kind of acting kind of suspect. I'm just throwing it out there. So we got rid of that one. And then we tried another one. It was like a dual air fryer, but the one that held up the most, honestly, was our Cosori. So, and it comes with different colors, like white. Kind of want a white one because it would fit Alyssa's kitchen aesthetic. But I got my wife some roses for Valentine's Day. I need to make. I still owe her a date though. We couldn't do a date night. Couldn't get babysitting and timing and all types of other stuff. Oh, you love the Ninja products. I haven't looked at the Ninja air fryer. I have to check that out. Yeah, hands down, the Caraway products. Listen, we've got the whole set. So we've got like the wide pan, or I guess skillet, and then we have the lids over here, and then underneath I've got little saute pan. We've got them all, really. So, but I would love to get an Our Place cutting board. This has been my favorite cutting board. All right, I digress. So I've already rinsed these veggies and stuff off, by the way. So if you're like, he didn't rinse his veggies. Well, I did, just off camera. So I'm gonna cut that part of the onion. All right, just so y'all can see my knife skills here. Boop. But I'm still here. I'm still here. I don't know, maybe if you, let me know if you guys want to see Alyssa and baby Eli. Let me know in the chat. They're over here. Noah's over here playing with toys and stuff. But what we're gonna do, we're just going to saute this onion or cut it first. Yeah, nice even purple. I like purple because it has some color and everything. I'm no chef, but that's my jam. And I might actually use some of them here, these for some guacamole, because I think guacamole would be cool tonight. So nothing crazy, not a whole lot of onion, but enough to add to the guacamole, just like that. So I'll put that to the side. And then these are good to go. Throw this in the trash. What I'll do is I'll end up getting like a little tray and throw them in here, just like that. And so we'll do peppers. Put that to the side. How's everybody's day doing? Or going? Not doing. Chat. It's 5:11, so people are just getting off of work. If you're hanging out in traffic with me, I appreciate you, but keep your eyes on the road. You can listen to my soothing voice. So me and Alyssa made a TikTok reacting to something that Noah did. I don't know if y'all saw that one. It got like 10 million views or something crazy between two platforms. Everyone said I need to get into book talk, right, Liz? Book talk. I don't even know what book talk is. I guess I can always Google it. All right, the rice is boiling. I kind of go from the auditory. So now that that's boiling, what I can do is I'll stir it to make sure it doesn't burn to the bottom. And I just close this thing. I'll close it, turn it down to low, and that'll be done at like 15, 18 minutes. You know, people cook rice for different lengths, but I like it like around there where it's still a little bit soft, but not mushy. You know what I'm saying? So I got these peppers cooking, slicing. I kind of want them the same length as the onions, so I'll throw them in there. And so I kind of leave the seeds in. Alyssa's always not a fan of that, but I like to think it adds a little bit of heat to it. Just a smidge, not a whole lot. And then what I'll do here is I need to put the beans on, but I just want to get this all sliced up for a little bit. So if there's any fellas in the chat, I'm telling you, this is like a go-to meal. It's really good. I'll show you how to season it. I actually go with a pre-packet seasoning. I can make the seasoning myself, but I noticed that the Siete brand does a really good job. Not sponsored. None of this stuff is sponsored, by the way. You know. Not on a Griff Alyssa 2 channel. All right, so chop these onions, peppers. All right. So for those that have been keeping us on the main channel, keeping up with us, we just dropped a Disney vlog episode 2. Go check that out. I'll link it at the end of this video if you want to go watch it. And also, Alyssa's slowly getting back into uploads on this channel here. But right now, I'm kind of holding down the fort with a live stream. What's up? Yeah, like my knife skills. My knife skills. Purple. Chop this onion. Slice that up. This one didn't hit all the way. There we go. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That'll break apart. And just some green. I want some green in there a little bit. Toss the ends. Do a little hand wash there, you know. Pulling on handles. When you got kids around, you don't know what they get into and what they touch. So you just kind of keep washing your hands, you know. All right, so this is how I cut a zucchini. By the way, if you're wondering if this is overkill for the knife, I got this from Amazon. It's a husk knife. It's got a lot of weight at the top, so it kind of cuts through vegetables a little bit easier for me. Just like that, so to each their own on this. Let me know how you guys cut your vegetables, but depending on the recipe, I will cut this middle section here with the seeds, mainly because of the amount of moisture on the inside. You know, if I'm doing like an Italian dish, I'll definitely leave them in there. But for, you know, Taco Tuesday, a little Mexican dish here, I'll end up cutting the seeds out and put them in the air fryer so they get that nice crisp on there. You don't have a bunch of wet vegetables so they don't steam in the air fryer, if that makes sense. Hopefully you're picking up what I'm putting down. Now, because these are long ways, I kind of want to keep that. You see how the onions are long ways? I still want to keep that with the zucchinis, but I don't want to cut them like strips because it just takes too long. So you do something called a Japanese bias cut. I don't know if you guys ever seen that, but you turn it diagonally and you just chop this way. And you end up getting longer slices of zucchini without having to cut it into strips. So it comes in handy. That's mainly the reason why I do it. Yep, and see how everyone in the house is just kind of another day in paradise over here in the Griffin house. You know, they're like, yep, Griff, Dad is prepping dinner here. Now, we're trying to figure out how to get Noah to eat her veggies. So if you guys have any tactics or skills or hacks with that, please let your boy know. And so I think I'm gonna just end up cooking all of this, and then whatever's left over, Alyssa can have for lunch after a workout or something. She can just pop some veggies on with some protein, maybe some chicken, and call it a day. I thought I was gonna use this onion. I don't think I'm gonna have to. I really thought I was gonna have to use this, but might be overkill for tonight. We'll see. We'll see. Last one. Nothing fancy. Vegetables are done, which is great. So now I'll just put that here, probably near the air fryer in the back here. You guys want to see something? This is random. This is random. I'm gonna show you guys my face now for a little bit. We'll take 5. Commercial break. I'm just kidding. All right, here we go. People ask us which camera we use all the time. Here's our camera. Okay, we use a DJI Osmo Pocket 3. So if you're trying to get into content, this is what we use. And I'm not just kind of blowing smoke. We actually have another one here. Don't believe me, this is the second one. We have another one here that we use. And believe it or not, we do have a third. We do love this camera. Now, they did send this one. We're supposed to do some sort of thing with it. I haven't figured out what I'm gonna do with it yet, but that's why it's unopened. But yeah, we do love the camera. We've purchased our own. I like the mics because I can talk wirelessly and hands-free. So let me hop into the chat real quick. I don't know. I just wanted to talk about that real quick because I saw them over here because I was about to make a video with them. All right, do I usually cook? Yeah. I typically do all the cooking, right, Liz?
Yeah, about 95%.
Can I cook too?
You want to talk too? That is a huge knife.
She said cook too. She wants to cook.
Do I usually cook dinner? Yes, I do. You want to cook too, baby?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's bring your stool over here. All right. I'm gonna get the princess here, so you guys can say hey to Noah. You want to say hi, everybody, Noah? All right. So bring your stool. Un momento, everybody. All right. Let's go. Don't throw stuff, honey. Come on. All right. She's coming. I just brought the stool. Yep, you see her? You see her? All right. Let's point this down. All right, baby girl. They can see you. Okay? Not, she's hiding. She's hiding. She is a goofball. All righty. All right, what's next? Let's do the beans.
Beans? What?
Yeah, we're gonna do the beans. I just don't.
I do the beans too.
You want to do the beans too?
Yeah, I don't do the onion.
Someone's like, "Oh man, you too late to do beans." I'm gonna teach you guys how to just elevate your beans from a can. Truly, truly, truly. Yes. What were you about to say?
I'm gonna do the beans.
You want to help do the beans?
Yep.
All right. You're gonna help me do the beans. What Daddy needs to find is another pot.
None in my dress.
If anyone got toddlers, these Maisie magnets with the locks come in handy. Basically, they can't reach for things they can't or not supposed to have because the door's locked. Hey. What?
Walked into my store.
I did bump into your stool. Oh, so one of our pots, that's right, it got damaged, so we need a new pot. So how am I gonna cook this?
There's pots in there, that one.
All right, I know what I'll do. I'm gonna put them in
Hey.
I'm gonna cook it in this. So we're gonna use a caraway. Look how burnt that is at the bottom, but we're gonna use this to cook the beans. We're just kind of gonna heat them up and let them simmer over a stove here. So what we're gonna do is slowly heat that up. I'm gonna put that at medium heat. While that's doing this, we're gonna slice up some garlic.
Onion.
The onion's right there. This is a garlic.
Can I help?
Can you help with a garlic?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Wanna smell it? Don't eat it. Make your breath smell very, very pungent. All right, honey, I'm gonna teach you something, Noah. When you wanna cut a garlic, you just smash it.
Smash?
Yeah, you smash it with a knife, okay?
Smash? I have my knife to smash. Can you find my knife to smash?
Oh, your knife to smash?
Yeah, it's my turn to smash it with you. It's smash it, smash it, smash it.
All right, hold on to Dad. There we go. So, what she's talking about is her kids' knives, cutlery, teaching her how to properly and safely handle knives because eventually she'll start cutting things on her own. We've got a bunch of different ones, some large pink and white ones, which I can't find for some reason. But if you got kids and you want to get them into cooking, you know, and learning how to do more tasks independently, that's a good way to do it. So she won't be able to do it with this one. Your knife's not strong enough. But what you do typically, Noah, is you crush it like this. And that's going to release the fruit on the inside, okay? So the garlic head, the bulb, rather, just like that. And so, you want to smell it? Don't eat it, smell it. You can smell it. Doesn't that smell good?
Yeah.
Yeah, my little girl loves some garlic.
I smash first.
You want to smash it first?
Smash.
Smash. All right, so you see, yeah, good job, just like that.
It's not again.
No, you did it. It smashed. You did a good job. So I'm going to cut the ends off. Keep this knife away from you.
I want to help do the onion.
So what we're going to do here, we're just going to chop this garlic up, Noah, And we're almost done with dinner, believe it or not. Once that rice is done, because the beans are gonna cook really, really quick, we're just gonna add a couple spices to it, but I wanted some fresh garlic in there, because as that...
I'm gonna cut these.
Actually, you know what?
Mama, Daddy, you mean I'm cooking dinner.
Let's save this garlic for the guacamole. Let's do that. And we'll just keep the beans simple with some spices. Sound good? That sound good, Noah? All right, so what we'll do...
And this one can trash.
Yeah, let's throw that away. Someone said, props for teaching, G. Yeah, you know, I try my best, you know. We take one day at a time over here. So we're gonna save this. I'm gonna use that for a little bit for the guacamole / beans. So what I'm gonna do is start getting things on.
So are these in the trash? These are one in the trash.
Oh, you peeled the onion. Oh, thank you. A little audible here. All right, stop peeling things, please. Okay. Okay, she's still peeling. My little sous chef. All right, so we're turning things on to medium to high heat. Got some salt here because I'm gonna season the steak. Some garlic powder, some onion powder. We've got the Siete seasoning. This is the seasoning that you want. It's like low sodium. It's got no fancy or crazy ingredients in there. It's got red chili pepper, sea salt, ground dates, tomatoes. So it's got a little sweetness to it. Nutritional yeast, cumin, onion powders, cassava flour, some cream of tartar, black pepper, and parsley. So you could technically make all that on your own if you really, really want to.
And I said I wanted one tomato. I took the bite, and I feel full.
She just bit my tomato, so now I need to figure out how to carve around this.
Oh, thank you, Dada.
Hey, what are we talking about? You don't reach out when Daddy's cutting something on the stove or cutting board. All right? Don't reach out here. Right? Good job. Is that delicious?
Uh-huh.
So really, I'm getting all this done, like prepping the vegetables and stuff as the rice cooking. So by the time the rice is done, we are going to heat up the meat. That way everything comes out hot and fresh.
Dada,
Yeah,
I just
baby.
ate that tomato.
Yeah, you just ate that tomato.
I just want to eat another one.
Yeah,
Take that one and give me another big one.
another big one.
Yep.
Is anyone else on the graza kick? Your boy's been loving the graza. It's just like you put it in a little fancy bottle like this and squirt it out. You feel like a chef.
Dada.
So I'm just let that start heating up a little bit. Same thing with the beans. Actually don't need to put any oil in the pan for the beans. That's gonna pop this sucker open. Now, if you want your beans to be a little bit better, beans, yeah. Your frijoles.
Beans.
I like the low sodium version. That way I can add my own spices and stuff to it so it starts to wake up the beans. We're gonna throw that in there and just put it in the pan just like this. And you got beans. Now, check this out. I've got some more beans left over in there. What I like to do, you see? There's a little bit of bean in there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a little bit of chicken broth in there, right?
Can I help you? I'm help do the chicken.
You wanna help do the chicken?
Yeah.
All right.
Your favorite.
So this is,
Just like Mama.
so what we do is we grab our chicken seasoning again.
Wow.
Now be careful with this one because you don't want a whole lot. I'll do just like maybe a little bit in there just to hit it.
Can I help?
Yeah. I need you to pour water into this, okay?
Okay.
So, can you pour water in here into the can? Good job. So we just stir it around. So you got a little bit of bean water, black beans, a little bit of like chicken seasoning. Hold on, baby. Hold on. Some seasoning in there. So you got a little bit of a bean chicken water stock. It's really, really good. I mean, you won't drink it. All right, so I'm gonna pour this a little bit in here. And I'm gonna set this to a boil. I want it to boil a little bit. It's gonna render down, essentially. Yeah. Now, what else goes in the beans, Noah? What else you wanna put in the beans? Maybe you wanna help.
Yeah. What do you have there? Dada.
She's funny.
Look at that.
So you guys, I don't know, you're probably wondering what I'm looking for. I'm looking for some cumin. We got a little bit of chili in here, which is great. We just need a little bit of cumin. I don't know if we have it. I might throw in some oregano. So we're just gonna work on upgrading the beans just a little bit. But I think we may have ran out of cumin. Can you help do what?
Can I help you those right there?
Help do what? What are you pointing to, baby?
That. Can I help with those?
With what?
These?
Oh, you wanna help do this? All right, you guys want to watch something crazy? We are gonna bring the bean here. It's not that hot yet, so it was heating up. Wait. I'm gonna give you some spice. All right, guys.
I'm gonna name it Cullen.
All right, here we go. All right, this is what we're gonna do. We don't have any cumin, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a little bit of fajita seasoning to it. So you add a little bit of that. Daddy's gonna add a little bit of fajita seasoning to the beans.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Can I help?
Yeah, can you dump this in here? It's got cumin inside it. All of it. Go ahead, just sprinkle it in there. If you're wondering, this is the Siete brand. It's got some spices in there. Hold on, baby. Don't touch the handle. What I want you to do is now put a little bit of onion powder in here, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sprinkle in there like it sprinkles. And that's enough? Good job. All right, can you give me a little bit of garlic?
Garlic?
Yeah, help me sprinkle it. There we go, good job.
Wow.
All right, the next one is paprika, okay?
Paprika?
Paprika, just a little bit of smoke in there. Oh, that's a lot. And all right, the beans are gonna be popping. Be popping. All right, a little bit of oregano, okay? This is what they put at Chipotle. Good job. It's like little flowers, huh? Little chopped flowers. Good job. We're not gonna do chili because you got enough paprika in there. All right, so those are gonna cook, and eventually.
I don't need this one.
No, we're not gonna do this one. This one's gonna be a little too spicy for now, so we're just gonna fall back on that one for a bit. Now the skillet, guys, the larger caraway pan here. Hopefully I can frame that if that's okay. I'll just refer to it as a larger pan and a smaller pan so you guys know what's in what. Black beans, smaller caraway pan. The ribeye will be cooked in the larger caraway pan. I've got rice in the caraway pot. Y'all didn't tell me she was gonna, y'all let her bite into this? She bit into the tomato. So half the tomato's gone. This girl here. All right, y'all. I've got some thinly sliced ribeye. 1 second. All right. We use these cooking tongs. Listen, if y'all want, I can drop everything on that we got in the video in a link list for people that want to watch this back later. Thin sliced ribeye. The reason why I use ribeye is because I want the fat in there, so when it starts to crisp up with the meat or in the skillet, it's gonna be good. Those beans are starting to boil, which is great.
I'm cutting.
Yeah, you cutting. Good job. I'll move this glass out your way. You slice that tomato, baby. We're almost done. We are almost done. We've been live for almost 35 minutes, and I think dinner will be done in about 10.
I'm putting tomato salad.
Okay.
All right. So for this, I really keep it kind of simple. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, maybe some accent or something like that. Maybe very little because the main seasoning is going to come from here at the finish. So all right, baby. We got to move your tomato here because we're about to put the meat onto this. This is going to be our working station. I'm going to put this tomato somewhere. All right. Got to hit this. My window is closing, Noah, because mommy's got to go soon. All right. All right. This is what we got. Room temperature meat. Spin out. Oh, watch your knife. All right, we're just gonna sprinkle very little salt on there because we really don't need a whole lot in there. Whoop, you want to sprinkle the salt? Actually, I'm gonna let you do the other season, okay? Sound good? And that's it. This is about to be cooked in this pan here. I don't know if you guys can see. Maybe I need to turn you. Oh, baby.
Can I try some?
There we go. Nice little sizzle. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rinse this off. You don't have to, but I'm gonna rinse this off because I'm gonna put the meat back on here, chop it up, and then throw it back in the pan for a second cook. I'm just doing like a little. We do not need onion. She's giving me attitude, y'all, just like that. She's all done. You done, Noah? Yeah. 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 So now, what I like to do is clean up my station as I am prepping the plates. I'll get a little spatula here. Hey, baby. Hey. Whoa. Don't smash the thing, okay? Thank you. Just stir these beans. Pretty good. Just let that render down. Well, I mean, she can cook out with me, but she's smashing the stool against the kitchen counter. She got mad at me, y'all. I swear, parenting, you got to discipline and have fun and at the same time keep people safe. All the things they don't really tell you. You just figure it out, right? All right, steak's almost done. I think it's time to whip out the avocado here before it's too late. So, got a little avocado here. Provided to you from your local Publix. I don't know where everyone else is watching from, but Publix is our main grocery store here. We've got some other ones like Winn-Dixie. There's your Sam's Club, Costco. What else? Walmart. Walmart's here. But yeah, that's what we got. So our next Disney cruise vlog, rather, is going to be this Sunday. It possibly might be our last one. We might combine night 2 or night 3 and night 4 together. All right, steak looks good. It's like a nice medium. I just kind of put it there. And then I'm gonna let this heat up even hotter. And then we're gonna hit it with the seasoning. Beans are good. Where's my knife? Where's my knife, chat? I feel like a Viking with this knife. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a. All right. Thin ribeye sliced. We're just going to cut this open. Looks good. Ooh, that's hot. I'm trying to get my fingers used to it, but I can't. I'm gonna use the tongs here, these thin tongs, to get it going. But as that skillet starts to heat up behind me, get that reheated from cooking the meat. That's why I like room temperature meat, because it doesn't cool the pan off too much. Yeah. There we go. So.
I'm gonna help again.
Oh, she's ready to help again, y'all. She's back. She's back at it like a jackrabbit, ready to help her dad finish off the cooking session here. Now you can use, what's up, baby?
I need my knife. I think I need my knife.
You need your knife. All right. Okay, thanks for asking. So you guys can use whatever meat you want. You can use sirloin, you can use a T-bone, you can use filet. We've done it with filet, which has been really good. I think that's been Alyssa's favorite one.
Fan.
Yeah.
I found it with my knife. That would be a fan.
Be a fan.
Thanks for the meat.
Thank you for the meat. You're welcome. Thanks for helping Daddy cook dinner tonight. Oh, that's one piece fell for Oli. Hey, baby girl, Oli bear. A little homemade vacuum cleaner.
What meat?
Oli, there's a piece of meat here on the floor for you.
You're welcome.
All right. Oh. That pretty good?
Mm-hmm.
All right, she likes it. Our little girl eats protein. All right, you hear that sizzle? That's what we want. That's what we want. All right, I'll hit this. Clean the knife. All right, y'all. Y'all ready for this guacamole? Guacamole. All right. What's this called? A pestle and mortar? Something like that, guys. Alyssa got me this from Mexico for my birthday.
Happy birthday, Dada.
Thank you. Thank you, baby.
You're welcome. You know what?
Yeah, what?
Did you know that was Alyssa's birthday?
Alyssa? Who's Alyssa?
Alyssa told me she didn't have a birthday.
Oh, so you're just going to call mommy from her first name.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Uh-huh. Happy birthday, dear mama. There we go.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mama. You're welcome. I actually like to do the book.
All right, y'all. I forgot to hit the veggies, and that's okay. But as this meat cooks, we dump the veggies in. This one's easy. I just dump the veggies in the air fryer, hit them with a little bit of graza, and then a little graza oil, baby, a little olive oil. Hit them with a little Himalayan sea salt. Toss them up like that, and they'll be done in 10 minutes. And so now this meat is looking good. It's crisping up. Yeah, the meat is crisping up. The veggies are cooking. The guacamole is about to be wrapped up. And then what we'll do is add a little bit of this right here to the meat. I just want y'all to see the new color on the meat. Noah, don't touch this pan. We're just gonna sprinkle it all on top there. Nice and coated. Now, because it's like low sodium, you could add a lot of this and still get that smoky flavor in the meat, that crispiness of the fat. It was really freaking good. Yeah. And so the moisture coming out of the steak now starts to come to a little bit of a sauce from adding the siete seasoning in there. You guys really got to try this recipe. It's really, really good. The black beans are almost done rendering down, so they got a little, they're not syrupy like I want them to. That's okay. But it'll be fine. It'll be all right. What?
I said, ow. Thank you for the avocado, Dada.
Yeah. So normally, I mean, the avocado, we would have made this like in advance, right? You're just gonna mash this a little bit.
Can I help, Mash?
Can you get me a lime out the fridge?
A lime.
Yeah, lime.
I'll get it. I'll get it.
See, that's how you get your kids to kind of give you a little bit. You give them a mission. She don't know where the lime at. The lime is in the fridge. She went to give me a lime from the actual little kitchen.
Just want to get her ladder.
Oh, a ladder. You gonna get the ladder? Okay. All right, she went to get a ladder, y'all. All right, where are we at with everything? Where are we at? Oh, let me finish this guacamole. So, I already got the tomatoes and stuff chopped up with the garlic. Someone said you can't turn your back on Noah. Yeah.
Noah's coming.
Noah's coming? Good.
Yeah, Noah comes with the ladder.
With the ladder.
I'm gonna go with his eye and pick it off.
Get ready, I need that lime. It's almost time for lime. Taste this meat.
I
All right, meat's pretty much done. Don't need to do anything else with that. I may add a little bit of accent here. I don't know where everyone stands with like accent, but I like it. Just a little bit. Get it to wake up a little bit, that flavor. All right, beans gonna be done, so I can turn the beans off. Can turn the steak off. The rice is definitely done at this point. Let that cool off and get the room temperature. All we need is a lime. Baby, you got a lime? Did you get my lime? Go get my lime, baby. We're gonna stir this all in here. Baby. No, I need that lime. Where's my lime? Get into like a Chef Gordon Ramsay mode. She's like panicking a little bit. You got it? All right. Thank you, thank you. We're just gonna roll this lime out. Do we have any cilantro?
Yeah.
We do?
Yeah.
Can you get Daddy some cilantro?
Yeah.
Yeah, pass me this. Y'all, this is how our daughter gets her independence. She climbs on a ladder. Oh boy, she opens up the fridge. Thank you. She gave me cilantro. I helped her out a little bit, but she climbed up there for sure. All right, we're almost done. I know I keep saying that, but we truly are. I'm just doing a fresh pinch of this. Nothing crazy. How do you guys feel about cilantro? Some people say it tastes like grass. Other people say it tastes, great. I'm just gonna tear it in there. I'm not gonna cut it or anything. It's already been washed and stuff. Get that in there. Roll the lime. Let's cut this off. Now the amount of lime you want in here is all up to you. I just like maybe half, huh?
I said, I'm ready second plate spaghetti.
Spaghetti. You would ask for spaghetti after Taco Tuesday's pretty much done and made. Yeah. All right, let's get some plates ready. Got guacamole made. We got beans made. We got some steak, basically ribeye made. And so let's get Alyssa's plate ready first. Hey, baby girl, can you close the fridge, please? Thank you.
I'm looking for.
You're working. Well, can you work on closing that refrigerator door? Thank you.
I'm looking for something.
Girl, hey, honey.
And cheese.
You sauce. Oh, well, you can get the cheese out, but I do need you to hurry up and close that door. It sends us an alarm how long it's open. It's crazy. All right, we can give Alyssa some rice. Now, Alyssa follows Zone. She's on postpartum weight loss journey. Zone is the anti-inflammatory diet.
Noah, please close the fridge, please.
I'm telling you, close the fridge. Just keeps beeping. So she's throwing 3 blocks of carbs, basically. But she's got her rice in there. She's got some fresh veggies going. We're gonna put the black beans in here. There we go.
Cheese.
You got your cheese. Veggies look good. Now you can char these as long as you want. I'm not gonna char them too much. Just want a little bit of color. Good job. Yeah. All right, guys, we're plating. Gonna give her some protein on the side. All right. It's coming together. Little bowl. We'll get her some guac right in the center there. Bop. Bang. And then because, make sure she gets some healthy veg in there, we'll give her some shredded spinach. I like to tear it or chop it sometimes. And we'll put that right in there. So we got ourselves a nice little bowl, little Chipotle bowl. I don't know how long that took. How long have we been live? 45 minutes. 45-minute quick dinner. Just like that, from rice to beans to seasoning protein to juggling a toddler. All right, go potty. You can put cheese in there if you want. This is some of our favorite cheese. I think Alyssa's on a, are you tapering back to cheese today? Still non-dairy, non-dairy?
You can add a little cheese.
She's going a little cheese. She's doing a little cheese. Let me just put that right there. Just like that. So, alrighty. Wash off the fork so she has something to do. We'll cut her off a piece of lime in case she wants to finish off her meal with some lime. And then I'll probably pop the veggies in a little bit longer because I like a little bit of char in there. And then just like that. All right. We got these white bowls. I think they look aesthetically pleasing, but
I need it in a container.
she made me fix this entire thing and then proceeds to tell me she needs it in a container. All right, we can put it in a container. But there you go, guys. Unless you want to say bye at this point. All right, she's gonna say hey and bye.
Hi, bye. Thanks.
Is Eli asleep?
He was, but he's awake now because I put him in there.
Cool.
But I got his stuff so we can go.
Boop. Alrighty. Gonna make a mess here. All right, y'all can dip out. I'll end up cutting the live stream in a few moments here. Thanks for kicking it with me. Thanks for cooking with Griff Noa. All right, y'all. Yeah, as always, if you dig the vibes, please subscribe, and if you care, please share. And I'll see you in paradise in the next one. Peace. How do you end this thing? There we go.